Welcome to Guide Coachings. In today's tutorial, we'll dive into the world of data integration using Alteryx. Hey data enthusiast, welcome back to the channel. Today we have got a power-packed tutorial that's going to level up your game in Alteryx. We are diving deep into the art of cleaning data and connecting multiple sources seamlessly. Whether you are wrangling messy data sets or looking to integrate information from various channels, we have got you covered. So grab your virtual broom and join us as we sweep away the data clutter and build a bridges between diverse data sets in Alteryx. It's time to unlock the full potential of your data workflow. Let's jump right in. In today's tutorial, we are going to see three different important aspects of all tricks which are going to help you in your next project. So if you have not subscribed us, please do subscribe and hit that bell icon so that you get notified whenever we post a new video. Okay, so today first we will start with a new data set where we are connecting different data sets and making a new data sets out of it. Okay, so for that purpose, what we will do, we will go to in and out option. We will simply select our input data options, input data. Okay, we'll put it over here. We need three different data sources, so we'll click it three different times. We will select it out, and then first we'll click, we'll go to setup connection. Then we will go and we will select the XLS. We have customer data east manual, so we'll select the XLS first, then we'll select the sheet. Okay, then we go to for the next one. Okay, we'll wait for the first two data to be loaded. Okay, then we'll click on the second one. Yeah, first data is loaded, then we'll click on the second one. We'll select the east. Okay, so we'll select the east, that is again the Excel sheet. Okay, now the data is loaded. Now we'll click on the third one and we'll select the text file. Okay, so these are the three different ways which we have used to connect the data. Okay, the third one is, I believe, I'll need to connect it one more time. So this is my text file. I'll click on it, then I'll go to read as delimiter tabs. It has tabs, so I will click on that and all the data is loaded. Now as we know how we can see the data, so simply we will connect a browse and then we can get the data. But here we don't want to connect each differently, each data sources differently. We want to connect them all together. So how we can do it, we need to go to joins. Okay, here are the five types of joins available. We have append field, we have find replace, we have fuzzy match join. We'll see them one by one, but first today in this tutorial we are going to see join. Okay, now how join works and how many inputs it takes. So as you can see, it has three arrows. That means it can take multiple inputs and it will give one output. So here if you see, it will take, this join will take two different inputs and can give three different outputs. That is how the structure is. So by looking at their structure and their image or their diagram, you can identify that how many inputs it will take. As I have dragged it here, you can see in the properties I am getting when field differ. So it is by default on warning. We'll keep on the warning itself. Auto config by name. So we have three options: auto config by name, auto config by position, and auto config by fields. Okay, so let's see first the data. Okay, so here we have three different data sets, but if you observe, we have the common name, so common columns. Okay, this has customer ID, customer name, segment, age, country. Again, this will have customer ID, customer name, segment, age, and country. Okay, then again this third data type is again having customer age, customer ID, name, segment, age, and country. So all these three data types have same columns in their data sets, but they're different values. So what I will do, I will connect all these three with union. Okay, I can simply drag and drop it, and as I drop it, the connections are created. Now it takes some time. Now I will be able to see it. So I will click on it and I will select it by position, okay, because I want it as the position, as per the position. So I'll click on it, then I'll go to in and out, and then I'll put it browse over here. I will execute it. So now what will happen, now this will give me all the records. So see here, it is having 2 records, it has 220 records, and this table over here has 186 or something records, which you can see. Okay, so if you can see over here, I'll show you in this united. See, this is the first table has 220, this table, the second table has 220, the first table has 2 records, and the third table has 184 records. In total, if you count them, it will be 2406 records. So see, this is how it will, it is, vertically it is matching all the records, and it is placing all the records in one table. So you don't need to create it, you just need to drag and drop it. So that is how one table is created. Now you can see the data. Okay, so this is the first part of the today's tutorial, where we are connecting multiple data sources and getting the results into one table. Now in today's tutorial, we are going to see the next second topic, that is how we can use. So I'll show you, that is the first, how to connect multiple data sources, then how we can clean the data. Okay, so for cleaning, look at the quality data profile, and then we will observe the country column, in which have 3 different ways. Okay, so I will go to here first, I'll go here. Okay, I'll show you over here that what I'm talking about. So now we have connected over here 3 different tables, and 3 different tables have country column, but in all the 3 different tables we have country name as different. So we have also discussed into our project explanation part, where we have discussed about data discrepancies. So here the same country name, United States of America, USA, United States, and USA, so these 3 are the same values, but they have different names into different tables. So what we need to do, we need to normalize it, we need to make it a constant field. So how we can do that? Okay, so that is the problem statement. When we are gathering information from different tables, we need to make it uniform, so that we can process it, we can clean it, and we can save it. Okay, so we observe that. So for that purpose, what we will do, we will go to our join section, we'll go to no, here we'll go to find and replace option. Okay, then we'll drag it over here and drop it over here. So as you can see, your find and replace option, so if you don't find it, you just need to type it, find and replace will be available over here. So now as you can see over here, it takes 2 parameters. So what we need to change, we need to change the country name. So first will be our value, which will be, so I'll just put it over here, and I'll just put the connection over here. Okay, now this connection is settled. Now if I click over here, you can see I have 2 options. Basically the first one is find, and the second one is replace. In find, I have 3 more options. Okay, beginning of field, any part of field, and entire field. I can select anything, so I'll keep the default as well. Now find within field. Okay, so here I have customer ID. What I want to change, I want to change country. Okay, field value, I don't have field value, so I will click on R. Okay, now as I click on the R section here, I need to configure it. Okay, so for configuration part, I will first go over here, and I will go to in and out. I need to create a data load, where I will look up, I need to create a lookup for first for it, and for that I will use text input. Okay, so why text input? Because I want to keep a temporary data. So I will give a name as field 1, then I will give field 2, Okay, you can give any name, it depends on you. I just gave it because by default it will give field 1 and field 2. Now here I have two values, so if I go over here and if I see over here, I have three different names for same country. So I'll just copy it and I will paste it into the notepad. Okay, then I'll delete the rest of the things. Okay, then I'll delete the spaces between them, and then I'll copy them and I'll paste these values over here in my table field 1. Now in field 2, what I want everywhere USA everywhere. So USA should be replaced with United States should be replaced with, and United States of America should be replaced with USA. That is what my condition is. Now I have done that. I have clicked on that. Now find value in field 1 and replace. Now I'll go to replace 1 and replace it with the field 2. Now you can observe here case sensitivity, that is the other part of the find value. I am just using one example over here to give you an idea how it works. So the first thing you can see, case insensitive field. If it is case insensitive, you can check it out. Match whole word only. If you want to match the whole word, you can check this part. Okay, then you have append fields. If you want to append, you can select these fields and you can go ahead. Replace multiple found items. We need to replace the multiple found item, that is why we have checked it. Okay, now we are set, we are done. So I will click on it and I will run it. So as I run it, it executes and it gives the values. So I'll go to browse and I'll execute it now. Okay, so as I execute, you can see all the values has been changed. You can observe over here and you can observe over here as well. Now our country will be only one value, not the three values, and it will show us the count as 406. Okay, see, this is how country USA and 406. It is done. It is so simple. It is piece of cake when you are integrating huge data. Assume if you are working on a huge data set and everywhere the data discrepancy is there, so manually it would have taken a lot of time for you. But if you are working with Alteryx, it will be simple. It will be a piece of cake for you to normalize, to make a uniform data throughout your data set. Okay, that is the second part of the video. Now in the third part, we are going to use the cleansing, which is again a very important and a magical tool which is available in here. Okay, so if I write, okay, cleansing, data cleansing. Okay, so I'll show you how it works. You can see it can takes multiple inputs and it can give one output. So to connect it, what I will do, I will make the connection over here. Okay, and I'll click on it. So but before using it, I'll go back again to our previous data and I'll show you why cleansing is important and why it is needed. So if you see customer name, in customer name we have some special characters, that is hash and percentage, which is not required, which is not good. Then we have the second thing, which is here in the region section we have percent sign, before and after in the east section. So we have multiple, if you see here in east, we have almost every east region is prefixed and postfixed with the percentage sign, which is not good, which is not correct. So we need to clean it up. So how we can clean it up? We need to use data cleansing tool over here. Then once we click, we drag it and drop it over here, we will get two options. The first one is remove null data. Now there might be a chance when we are connecting multiple data sets, there might be a chance where you can have a null values into a column or into the rows. So remove that, you can check it out and you can remove those values. Then select fields to clean. What fields you want to clean? That is the customer name I want to clean. And then if you see the city, Dover, then here are some more cities like Lakewood. These are the cities which are having the unclean data. So I'll say customer name and I want the city, so I'll click on I'll check the city as well, and I want my region to be cleaned, so I will go and I'll check the region. These three fields I want to clean. Replace nulls. Okay, it will replace with blank. And string field it will make blank, and numeric field is it will make 0. Remove unwanted characters. What characters I want to? Leading and trailing white spaces, tabs, lines, break, duplicate white spaces, all white spaces, numbers, punctuations. If I want to change, let's suppose if I have a data in a smaller case, if I want to change it into uppercase, I can then select it uppercase, lowercase, title, and that these are the options available, so I can do that as well. Okay, once I'm done with that, I'll go to in and out and go to browse, and I'll put it over here. Okay, and then I'll run it. So it will take some time, and once it is done, it will give me the data which is clean. Okay, just give it some time. Okay, so okay, just give me a minute. Here the data is, I don't want it to letters. Okay, punctuations, tabs, letters is fine. Okay, these are the fine things, so I'll just click on it and then I'll click on run, and then it will clean the data, and I'll go here and I'll click on it. Okay, so see my names are now cleaned. Okay, now my east region is again clean, it does not have the percentage sign over here. Then now my country is cleaned, my cities are cleaned, it does not have any values which is having the special character. So that is how the cleaning process works. Let's quickly revise what all things we have discussed so far into the tutorial, so that it will give you a good understanding on how it works. Okay, thing works. Okay, so the first thing which we discussed into the video is how to connect multiple data sources. So to connect multiple data sources, we have multiple options, out of which we will select a union for joining the data from multiple sources, and it will attach all the tables vertically. So one table, another table, then the third table. That is how it will stack the tables. So we'll use that. We can use see the inputs using browse option. So browse option tool is also available, so we will always use browse to get the results. Okay, then it will have the three options: auto config by name, auto config by position, and auto config manually configuration field. So if you have a situation where you want to, where the name is exactly same in all the data sets which you are connecting, remember this is very important point. When you have all the data sets common, like every table name, column name is same without uppercase, lowercase change, space change, special character added, prefix, postfix, everything is same, at that time you will use auto config by name. Then if you have some discrepancies, then you can use the position. Okay, the name might be not same, but the position is same. Like age is on the third, so age in the second table has to be on the third position itself. That is the configuration by position. Then the third option is manually configuration field. If you find that okay, in one table the age is on third, and in second table the age is on fourth column, so you need to manage it and you need to config it. Okay, that is how it is done. Then we can see column names are different at some places. We have already seen that how column names could be different, and we have seen that into our when we were discussing about the columns, there are some column names which are different. Second position have config by position, so we have selected that. Okay, we will use the config by position at that time when we have position of the columns is same, but the name might have difference. Okay, in case the data coming from these files have different position, we should have used manual configuration. We use keep in warning instead, and always we will keep it in the warning section. Okay, so when we are connecting this, we will by default keep it in warning. We don't want to stop processing, we don't want to hard stop or continue processing. Okay, we will use that option. Now we can use browse to get the options. Okay, now moving on to our second step, that is cleaning the data. So if as we have taken the data profile, we will, once we go to here, we browse it, we get into the profile section of the data, we go to country, and we have seen that data discrepancy was there into the country. So what we have done, we have used this replace find option. Replace and find, it works the same as we use into Excel sheets. So if you want to replace something, you put that word and you need to replace the word which with you want to replace. So this, it works same. You just need to put that option. You can find it over here, replace, and replace. So you will find it out, you will drag it and drop it. It will take two values. Okay, it find and replace means it put a lookup table we need to create here. So what I have done over here, I have created a lookup table where I wanted two values to be changed to something else. Okay, I would have used only two values only, because the third value is by default USA. So I just wanted to change that, but I have done it for your understanding that okay, if it is having more than two or more than one, you can do like this. You need to create a lookup table which is temporary table, which for changing the data. Okay, now we will configure find replace section. We have three options. Okay, we have talked about three options: beginning of the field, any part of the field, and select entire field. Okay, so when we click on here, we have beginning of the field, any part of the field, and entire field options. Okay, find within field. Okay, now in the second part we have the find value, find within the field, find within the field, and find value. Case sensitivity, case case insensitive find. Okay, if it is case insensitive, we will check it out, match the whole word. If we want exact match, we will check that out. Then we have a replace option when we can replace the things, and we can get the data. We can browse the data and we can get the data. How data cleansing work? Now this is the third part where we are cleansing the data. So data cleansing is basically cleaning the data. So here if you see, my Robin Hood and my Rambo Millers has special characters which I wanted to clean it out. So for that, and my sometimes data cleansing works sometimes when you have phone number with special characters, with name with your special characters, or name with numbers, numbers with names. So in this type of situation, we will use data cleansing option, and data cleansing option tool is very useful in these situations, and we have seen the practical example of it, how we can use it and how we can clean our data. We can clean using cleansing option. We do drag and we get the options to remove null values, null columns. Okay, if I click on here, null data, specified fields to clean, which fields we want to clean, we will check that out, and we'll check the data, whatever fields we want to check it out, and then we can use the browse option and get the data as we expect. Okay, I hope I have explained all the points, all the things which I wanted to, and we have quickly revised the three topics which we have covered today. If you have any questions, any queries, or any doubts regarding the topic which I have covered today, you can write me a comment, or we will be discussing it into our next session. That's all for today. Thank you so much. If you have not subscribed us, please do subscribe and hit that bell icon so you get notified whenever we post a new video. Thank you.